Today I will share my research with all of you on what I have found to be the most expensive and rarest items in all of Rocket League. When thinking of this idea, I never truly understood just how seriously trading was taken in Rocket League, and I also had no idea of the money involved in these items. So every time I see some annoying kid in my lobby asking on repeat for trades, I will now respect the hustle. But nevertheless, here are what I found to be the top 5 items in all of Rocket League when it comes to money and rarity. So it doesn't necessarily mean I think they look good, but it is the most expensive item. Now, number 5 on this list is the Black Reaper Gold Explosion. I'm sure most of you have seen this when someone scores against you. That little 9-year-old that is way better than you has definitely scored on you when using this Gold Explosion. But to explain it, it was part of the Haunted Hallows items in 2017, and its rarity is classified as an import item. The release date for this item is October 16th in 2017 as mentioned before, making it the newest item on this list. The current value while recording it is roughly around $750 US. Now, if you think this item is expensive for a car football game, then just wait for the final item as it does not even compare. Moving on quickly onto number 4 on this list is an alpha item known as the Gold Cap. You will see some sort of a theme when it comes to alpha items, as they did come back when the game was first released during alpha testing. Now, its rarity, the alpha cap, is classified as limited, and its release date was March 1st, 2014. Alpha items were limited to Rocket League's alpha testing, as I just mentioned. It means that new versions of alpha items cannot be obtained anymore, and they've never been available to buy in the shop since. This cap is currently priced at $1,500 US. As a little spoiler, this cap is only the second most expensive topper in the game. If you can take a guess what number 1 is on this list, which is the other topper, please comment below so we can see if you got it correct. Now, just to consider how quick the price of the items are rising, this is double what the 5th item was on the list. Now, moving on to number 3 on the list is yet another alpha item called the Alpha Goldstone Wheels, making it the second but not the last alpha item on this list. Just like the previous alpha item on this list, its rarity is classified as limited, and its release date was on March 1st, 2014. The information about this item is pretty much the same as the previous item. The main difference to notice is the price difference between the two. As of now, these wheels are valued at $5,400 US. That costs more than most real car wheels. It is almost 4 times the amount of the previous item on this list, showing that with each item that goes up, the price drastically goes up with it. Number 2 on this list is the iconic Alpha Boost. And I promise this is the last alpha item you'll hear on this list. Its rarity is classified as limited, and its release date was March 1st, 2014, just like the rest. Alpha items were limited to Rocket League's alpha testing, as I have already mentioned. It means that new versions of Alpha Boost cannot be attained anymore, as I've already said about the previous item. Now, the estimation is that only a couple hundred Rocket League players have it. Some alpha items belong to inactive accounts, which will never see the light of day again, while most of them belong to pro Rocket League players and high profile traders. Its current value is a staggering $7,700 US whilst recording this video, which is now more than expensive than my real life car. Now, the most expensive item on this list, if you guessed it correctly, number 1 is the White Hat. Its rarity is classified as limited, and it was released on May 1st, 2016. What makes this item so hard to obtain is that you had to report a very severe game-breaking Rocket League exploit. And to this day, only 4 players are known to have gotten it. Their names are Null, Cobra, Droggings, and Juenes. There may be others, but they are not currently known. I am also sorry if I have missed any of those names or butchered anything that I've just said. Now, this item can be traded and bought. The current value while I'm recording this video is $12,000 US. It's no CSGO knife, but an item that expensive for a car football game is for sure impressive. Now we have all the items that are the most expensive and rare. You will need to put quite a dent in your bank account to obtain them, or be a very skilled trader. So just like you have no life playing this game, you might as well start trading and continue having no life.